Alright. Stream 2. Let's go. First game is Wanderstop. I've been looking forward to Wanderstop ever since I saw the first trailer. But I don't exactly know how this PC is going to handle running VC Face and PNG Tuber and the game while streaming it. I do seem to be lagging out a little right now, maybe. Just in terms of VC-based performance, the stream seems to be going fine. So I might have to cancel Wanderstop very quickly and just move right on to Super Crush KO as I figured out an alternative for the future. I do have a plan for an alternative, but, you know, fail forward, as they say. So, without further ado, I guess, let's see if this works. Okay, so far so good, I guess. Let me just move the window. I did not mean to press continue. Video game? I will, of course, have to start over. But we'll run around for like a little bit. See if it works. You know, it's running smooth enough for me, so we'll save and quit. Change profile. Oh, that changes. Oh no. That changing the profile changes your options. Oh no. Gotta redo a couple things. Ooh boy. We'll move this there, and we'll move this window over here. Okay, that seems fine. We'll keep everything on very high just to see if we can do that. Can I change what my buttons look like? Controller style, I want it on Xbox? We'll put the motion sickness dot on, because I'm very prone to that, and if they think that's a thing, then cool. Why not new game? I was literally just using the controller in the menu. What? I'm using the controllers to the D-pad, but... Oh, okay. Oh, is it because I wasn't No? What? What's happening? Just working. Okay, it's working now. There we go. This is a game about creative burnout.
My name is Alta, and I am a fighter. When you're in a fight with someone, only one thing matters. Control. Are you in control or not? Because if you're not, here's what happens. You get hit. Hard. You feel scared. You submit. But if you do the work, if you put in the hours, if you give yourself no excuses, then you take back control. That feeling right there. The moment when you realize that your pain does not have to be an impediment, that it can be what drives you. That's the reason why I became a fighter. It's why I pushed myself harder than anybody I have ever known. I trained like my life depended on it. I did the time. I put in the work. And so, to this day, I have not lost a fight in 3.5 years. Undefeated for that long. God, it took everything, but I earned it. This is what I devoted my entire life to. Finally, I'm here. I made it. I can... I lost? How? No. I must have gotten sloppy. Complacent. I must have slacked on my training. I'm so stupid! But I can use this failure to push myself even harder. Train myself back up better than ever. Right. Maybe the loss was actually a lesson I needed. Once I've made it back to the top, I'll never allow... Again. I'm a failure. I'm weak. I'm a failure. Again. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. A failure. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't want to be this person. No. Snap out of it, Alta. Do not go to that place again. Take responsibility. This can be fixed. Only one person in the world is good enough to train me back up. Master Winters. She was an unrivaled fighter in her time. A god. She'll know what to do. Her home lies deep within a forest, at the edge of the world. I'll find her no matter what it takes. I'll do whatever she demands of me. And when I leave this place, it will be on nobody's terms, but mine.
I'm going to have so much to say. Right now, I don't think she's doing anything wrong but pushing herself too hard. I have, obviously, because I just had to redo the game, played this a little bit here, but... Ooh. Feels good. It's refreshing. I have something to chase again. What kind of training will Master Winters put me through? I'm sure it'll be brutal. Good. I hope it's brutal. I just have to... Wow, I'm tired. I'll rest a moment. I'll just rest for... a moment. No, I can't stop now. What are you doing, Alta? See, this is why you lost those fights. You keep hesitating. I was lazy. I let myself get complacent. I have to ensure it never happens again. That's all that matters. I have to... Wait, what's going on? Why does my sword suddenly feel so heavy? What happened? I can't carry it. Stop this, Alta. Pick up your sword. Pick it up. What are you doing? No. This is impossible. I've carried this sword with me every single day for more than 7 years. It's a part of my own body at this point. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Do I leave the sword here? Can I do that? Is that okay? I don't know if I have any other choice. I'll never find Master Winters at the pace I'm going. I'll just leave it here for now. Then as soon as I find her, we'll come and get the sword and resume the training. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Feels good to move quickly. You know, if I keep up this pace, I could... hang on. Rest a moment. Just for a second. Just a moment. And then back to it. I'll gather my energy. I'll summon everything I have. And push until I find Master Winters. Just gathering my energy. Then right back to it. A very good morning, miss. Good to see you are awake. I have to go. Ugh. My goodness, are you not feeling well? I can't stay here. I need to leave. Oh, I see. How delightful. Say, Boro would very much like a cup of tea. Which is to say, this one's name is Boro. A pleasure to be making your acquaintance. Are you having a name as well? Alta. Wonderful. Welcome to Wanderstop, Miss Alta. Wanderstop is the name of my tea shop, you see, right there in front of us. As long as I am making tea, would Miss Alta like to make tea as well? No. An acceptable answer. Tea only for Boro, then. Wait, did you carry me here from the forest? Indeed. It seems I am having the upper body strength of my youth. Boro was once fastidious about developing his triceps, if you can imagine. My sword. I have to go back and get my sword. Oh, not to worry. Boro already retrieved the sword. It was lying not far from where I found you. Well, you could pick up the sword? Did it feel really heavy? No, I don't believe so. Just the normal sword weight. Is the sword supposed to be heavy? It was heavy just before I passed out. How interesting. No, it was simply the weight a sword should be. May I be asking what brought you here to the forest? I'm looking for someone. I see. For fun? Master Winters is a legendary warrior. She lives somewhere out here. I need her to train me. So, for fun. Wonderful. Now then, it is time for the tea Boro promised to himself. Very exciting. Something has occurred to me. You said you were not wanting to drink tea, but perhaps you'd be wishing to help me make tea? The making of tea is good for the soul and body. Perhaps help you recover. I'm playing this game as much close to myself, I guess, as I want to. What really caught my eye about it was a cozy game with a character that does not like slowing down, and I don't like slowing down, so I'm just playing this straight. I'm a fighter, not a tea maker. Ha! Only fighting for Miss Alta. She does not sleep, breathe, or eat, only fight. Yeah, basically. Well, I suggest you at least do the breathing, very important stuff. And allow making tea is perhaps not as vital as breathing. I think you'd enjoy it. Although, not allow, oh my god. Think of yourself. Have you collapsed from your journeys and are badly in need of... You have collapsed from your journeys and are in badly need of rest. You can run back to the woods, yes, it's true. Or you can briefly relax here while keeping your hands occupied. What is there to lose by spending just a few easy minutes making tea? And then, of course, straight back to your exciting journeys in the forest. Nothing but a momentary diversion. What do you say? Do not feel like you have to answer right away. I will be over there inside the shop. If you wish to help me make tea, come speak with me and I will be glad to show you how. It's entirely up to you. Please take your time and be well. The vibe here is really weird, for me, from my perspective, because while this is a game about creative burnout, by reading and trying to very, very plainly voice act, I am stepping out of my comfort zone and pushing myself, so it was weird. So let's run around a little bit. Button check. Okay. What's this shiny thing? Okay, well, we'll just talk with him and do tutorial first, I guess. Ooh. Suddenly 15 frames a second gameplay, but then, ooh, every time I walk, oh god. It's mostly fine. It's mostly fine. Okay. Ah, hello, miss. You've decided to join me. Oh. I've only... Do I play along with the plot? I think she needs a rest. Like, for sure. I don't know what the end goal here is going to be, but she does need to take a rest. I think resting is important. As much as I do not like to slow down and do forcibly cozy game stuff. Oh, God. A couple minutes. I'll give you a couple minutes, mysterious tea woodsman. I'll do this with you only until I'm well enough to travel. Okay, so she recognizes she's not well enough to travel. Very good. I am understanding completely. Now then, we must be showing you the steps to make tea. If we are going to do this properly, we must harvest our own ingredients. No cutting corners at Wanderstop. Please, won't you come with me? I'll show you the maintenance room to gather our tools. And if I hold down a trigger, it will highlight where I need to go, which is appreciated. Welcome to the maintenance room. Here you will find all sorts of useful tools for running a tea shop. For instance, the tools we must use to dry the tea leaves. Do you see the basket right there? Go ahead and pick it up. With the basket in hand, you can gather up tea leaves that have grown outside. Just scoop them right up into the basket, no trimming required. Remember, you'll need an entirely full basket before the tea drying process can begin. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second, because I'm noticing an interesting thing about myself in this moment, which I think is true of everybody. Because I am reading the words and trying to focus on giving like a sort of, an amateur, I don't perform much performance to the character to make them identifiable when who's talking. Even though I'm not that good at it right now, I'll be good at it eventually. I have faith in myself. I'm only being real. it's hard for me to actually internalize the tutorial because my brain can only focus on one thing at a time. And that there's a lot of thinking going on. So this is interesting. This is learning how to stream is interesting. Once your basket is full, return here and place the leaves into one of these bowls. The leaves will begin naturally drying themselves just like that. If you have used up all the tea bushes that are in front of our shop, you can always find more out in the clearing. They regrow in plentiful numbers along the outer edge of the clearing, so no need to worry about running out. Sounds good? Why don't you get some tea leaves drying, then please come speak with me. So, he wants me to grab basket, go to bush. I need to go in the options, see if there's something I can do about this controller UI. Oh, is that what happened with my controls? If I go to controller style Xbox, I'm using a PlayStation 5 controller through Steam. And if I go through Xbox, then it won't read inputs anymore? Or will it? To open up... Oh, now suddenly it's just working fine. But it's still auto-switching to keyboard. I have push-to-talk enabled, so it's switching back from keyboard to controller. I'm trying to... Seeing if there's anything I can do. Okay, whatever. Then we'll go out here. And we're just collecting tea. Basket's full. Excellent job. Please come see me to discuss the next steps. I'm gonna go out and select a second one just so he said the clearing over here. Oh, there's so much stuff. Okay, here's a couple. Is Borrow Master Winters? Is that going to be like the thing? Am I going to be being taught by Master Winters the whole time? No, wait, Master Winters was woman. Is the game that cool that they allow Master Winters to be a big fat guy instead of a woman? I don't know, whatever. Oh, it doesn't even let me. Okay, fine. You've set the leaves out to dry. It'll be several minutes before the process is complete. Once they have fully dried, they will clump together into a tea ball, easy for storage and transportation. Yes, the tea ball really is the most convenient of nature's miracles. But miss... We could put the tea ball out of our minds for now. The next step is to do a bit of gardening. Perhaps you already saw the wall of tools behind you. Each of them can help us in some way. For now, though, all we are needing is the watering can. It looks like a frog. Please, won't you take the watering can with you? Perhaps stash it in your pocket for easy use? Then with your watering can stashed, come meet me outside the garden. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Before we begin, can Burrow suggest you please stash your watering can? We will come back to the watering can in just a moment. Okay. Welcome to the garden. Here's where Burrow likes to do the planting of plants. As you can see, we've already had a blue fern in the garden. Miss, we can grow this simple plant into a larger one like magic. Please imagine a grid surrounding our blue... Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't care. Like, in a narratively interesting way, because she's not supposed to care either. If we were to plant 2 additional simple plants on either side of it, forming a line, then the fern in the middle becomes a plant egg. It's the miracle of life. Here, I will give you a seed for more blue ferns so that you can try it for yourself. Of course, you can be making these plants anywhere in the clearing you like, not just the garden. Burrow simply enjoys the feeling of making plants in the garden. So why don't you go ahead and make a line of blue seeds and let me know when it's done. One plant. She's very forceful. Did I do it? I finished making the plant egg. Fantastic! The next step is to be watering it. Remember the watering can you stashed earlier? Now's the time to be retrieving it. Please take the watering can to any of the spigots. What the fuck? Oh, that must be the tea leaf wall. Fill the watering can with water, then pour it onto your new egg. Once you've done this, please come speak to me. Okay. Go here. Fill can. Water ball. Grow into plant. Talk man. You have success to Oh, ooh, I breathed wrong. I need a drink. Give me a second. Here's one for the mic. Aha, you have successfully watered the plant egg. Once you water the egg, it will grow into a hybrid plant. The plant you have made is what I call a small hybrid. A hybrid between what, 3 blues? Try using your watering can and again it will grow even more seeds. In this way, you can be using small hybrids to make as many new plants as you'd like. Once you picked a few fresh new seeds from the small hybrid, let me know. Water it again. Water it again. Oh, I'm grabbing seeds right. Okay, I grabbed seeds. Okay, I got more seeds. Oh my god, she's exactly as into it as I am. Oh, Christ. Excellent. Let us move on to the next step. Oh my god, how many steps are there? Yep, playing it as me. Haha, do not be alarmed, miss. We are down to the last several dozen steps in the process. Are you serious? No, this was a joke. Burrow was joking. We really aren't too terribly far off. Please, I would beg your patience. I know this is being a lot, but I am certain you will handle it handle it admirably. Also, shoutouts to how good this game's running in 21:9, and also how they let you run it in 21:9 in windowed mode. That's really nice. I appreciate that. Let me actually, no. Can you guess what we will be making after the small hybrids? Guess. Tea? I have no idea. It could be literally anything. Bora will have to be less subtle with his naming convictions. The answer is large hybrids. Just as small hybrids produce seed, large hybrids will give us fruits. Remember how you use the line pattern to make a small hybrid? Well, to make a large hybrid, use this triangular pattern. I would not call that a triangle, but I do not have a name for what I would call that. You do not have to reuse any of the plants we planted to make the small hybrid. This is entirely new shape. How does that sound? Simply use some blue seeds to make a plant in this pattern. Once you've made the large hybrid, water it to receive fruit just like you did to get the seeds. Go ahead and try, and please tell me when you picked a fresh fruit from the plant. So I can just do this anywhere, apparently. So I just will, I guess. We'll open up my stash. We'll water it. We'll water it again. Stash and grab. I did it. Jesus. Oh my god. Just... she's mirroring me. It's weird. I did it. I made fruit. Wonderful, miss. You have excelled at gardening. Truly you have. The fruit you've made is called Chip Chip, and we'll be using it in our tea momentarily. I will tell you, though, if you wish, there are many more hybrids to discover. We have a variety of large hybrids and small hybrids that can be made using these patterns. Here, I will be giving you a field guide that shows you more. Within these pages of the field guide, you will see prompts on how to make the other hybrids. You can also learn about the fruits of each large hybrid produces. Understanding the attributes of these fruits will be quite useful when making tea, yes? Okay, that's all for gardening. Do you feel accomplished? Not really. I would literally rather be doing anything else. I'm just being honest. Haha, I believe it. But I am grateful you are spending just a moment of your time here with me, doing some gardening. I appreciate that, I guess. However, we are now done with gardening, and it is time to make the tea. Come, let us go inside, and I will explain the tea machine to you. Alright, let's go. Oh, I have to follow him. Ooh, this game's doing something to me. Because it's exactly what it's selling itself as, is, like, it's supposed to be mildly infuriating if you don't like cozy games, I guess. I don't... I'm very curious to see where it turns. Here, we are back inside the shop. What a whirlwind adventure you and I have been on. Why is this so complicated? I thought tea was simple. Goodness no. Tea making will crush the mind, it will. If this is all too much information, then perhaps we should take a small break, just to let our minds relax a bit. Ooh, Boro could tell a joke. Sure, tell me this joke. Okay. Here is the joke. A librarian and a farmer are eating dinner at a fancy restaurant. Suddenly, one of them notices a sign that says, "No librarians or farmers allowed." They both become quiet, scared that they're going to be kicked out of the restaurant. When suddenly, the farmer removes his mask and reveals he's actually an astronaut. Or maybe... Actually, hang on. What if they're eating dinner in space and the sign says no astronauts? Okay, yes, that is much funnier. Are you improvising the joke? Yes! Why? Well, Boro's attempting a more organic feeling for the joke. That way, the humor is feeling light and fresh, wouldn't you agree? I'm not gonna be rude, but just fine, but this better make me laugh. Yes, of course. Okay, where were we? The librarian and the farmer are eating dinner in a restaurant in space. A sign says no astronauts allowed. This means there is no concern of them being kicked out of the restaurant until both of them remove their masks. They are both astronauts. Oh no, this is a tragedy. Surely they are going to be kicked out of the space restaurant. But then, let's see. But then the sign removes its mask too. It's not a sign after all. It's the dessert menu. They both order dessert. One asks for custard and the other asks for a banana split. Then, after dessert, they leave the restaurant and go to, a movie theater. Is this joke going somewhere? Miss, this is all a part of the process. Humor cannot be rushed. Yeah, but it has to get somewhere eventually. Do not worry. With Captain Boro in charge, this joke boat will be steered clearly into the harbor of laughs. Okay. So after the dinner, they go to the movie theater, and they look at what movies are playing. Many movies are showing. There's some comedies and some dramas, a couple of horror films, and... let's see... Oh, I've got it. Here's the punchline. So one of the astronauts says, "How about this movie? It's called The Train That Ran Out of Fuel." And the other one says, "No thanks. I hear it really loses steam at the end." Do you get it? The movie and the train both lose steam. Oh, these are good. Oh, which one do I want to pick? I am laughing. Indeed, even though you are not actually laughing on the outside, I am quite certain you are laughing internally. At any rate, that delightful diversion in a comedy has left us both refreshed and relaxed. Shall we get back to tea making? I am quite excited because this next step is the most important of all. Behold the tea machine. Yes, the tea machine is the most vital part in preparing drinks. Is it user-friendly, miss? I do not even know. But for your convenience, I will add a few new pages to your field guide. These instructions should explain how the tea machine is to be used, I hope. Step 1. Pour the water. Climb the ladder until you reach the rope hanging from the ceiling. Pull the rope downward for water. Oh my god. Step 2. Heat the water. Once the water's in the orb, pump the furnace to heat. Page 2 of 12. Anyway, they will also explain where to be using the tea ball and the chip fruit that we made earlier. How does that sound? Would you like to try using these instructions to make tea? Can't you just show me the steps? I'm not sure if I want to be constantly checking a book. course, I am completely understanding. I will show you the steps of the machine, but remember, they are all written down in your field guide as well. First, climb up this ladder to the rope at the top. The ladder can conveniently be used to access all parts of the tea machine. Once you're up here, pull down on the rope and pour as much water as you'd like. Okay, give it a shot and I will move on to the next step when you're done. Rumble. Okay, you gotta hold A. Next step is to heat the water. Simply climb down the ladder a bit to reach the bellows. Pump the bellows while keeping the heat at exactly the right temperature. Once the water is fully boiling, this step will be complete. Okay, there's a meter. I was like, how do I tell the right temperature? So let's do this. That is a button mashing at a rhythm type micro game. Ah, now that is some steaming hot water. We're doing quite well so far, managing our complicated machine with ease. Tell me, are Boro's instructions helpful, or would you rather be figuring out the rest of the machine on your own? I'm streaming, my brain's garbage right now, so please keep me giving me instructions. Of course, I'm more than happy to. Next, you will rotate the ladder to the right until you reach this valve. Kick the valve and it will transfer your boiling water to the infuser. And just like that, our water scurries over to the infuser. The infuser open, position yourself in front with an item in your hand. You can reach the infuser from the bridge or while standing on the ladder, whichever you prefer. Then you toss any item into the infuser, any item at all. This is, of course, we were replacing the T-ball and the chip into the machine. I did not grab the T-ball. There's the ladder. Well done, the water will only be changing color once you have added your T-ball. Okay, one more valve to kick and we will move on to our final step. The finished tea has been transferred to our final orb, the pyramid. The next step will be to get off the ladder, find an empty cup, and place it on the grate below. Then pull the rope you see to get tea into the cup, and that's it. You'll be having yourself a shiny new cup of chip tea. Congratulations. You can even pour multiple cups from the same batch if you wish. Okay, I overfilled it a bit because I didn't quite understand, but whatever. Ah, this is the tea that you have made. Yeah. Ah, splendid. delicious as everything Bora was hoping for. Why don't you join me at my favorite bench? I think it would be the perfect place to enjoy this tea. Fine. That's the spirit. Ah, delightful. A cup of tea, a nice view, and a new acquaintance. Tell me, do you find the scenery as enchanting as I do? Is it a feast for your eyes? It's alright. Huh, I will take it. I must say, to hear a note of positivity from you is a beautiful thing, like a ray of sunshine. There are things I like. Oh, do tell, what is bringing you joy? Defeating a rival. Ah, so I suspected. I would not have guessed that you knit on the weekends. I've knitted, but I don't like it. For me, personally, there are few satisfactions in the world quite like running a tea shop. To make a warm drink and put it in the hands of a customer. Yum, what a feeling. If you ever put your mission on hold, I am always looking for help here at the shop. Put my mission on hold? Why exactly would I do that? I simply mean that it is possible for you to decide to stop looking for this Master Winters. And if that were to happen, you would be welcome to stay here and... What are you talking about? You think I'm someone who would give up on this? It could happen. People are changing their course all the time. Perhaps you are not able to be finding her, or you are simply tired and it's normal to... Wait, no, stop right there. You've known me for 10 minutes and you're talking about how you think I'd quit? I've devoted every day of my life to this, every single day for years and years. You have no idea what sacrifices I've made, the pain I've endured. You can't begin to imagine it. Do you understand that fighting is the one single thing I've spent my life on? I can't give it up. I am sorry, miss. I was not meaning to touch on such a nerve. It's not a nerve, it's me. You're talking about me. If I don't find Master Winters, then I can never be the person I want to be ever again. But you think I should just give it up? Live in mediocrity for the rest of my life? Just to serve tea and not to spend every single day thinking about how I had everything and let it slip away? Do you want me to fail? Would it feel good to see the big, strong warrior have to fall and cry and beg for help? Miss, what am I doing here? Why am I even having this conversation? Why can't I not lift my own sword? Doesn't make any sense. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here right now. And then she gets out of there, okay? Where are we going? No, I can't give up on finding Master Winters. Never, not until she trains me back into excellence, back to being undefeated. If I have to, I can't believe how tired I've been. Rest a moment. Is that really okay? Can I just rest?
Think, Alta. Why are you here in this forest? Because of those fights. I lost and there was no good reason. I lost! It was so stupid! I was undefeated for over 3 years. Remember how bad it felt, Alta? How you wanted to die? That's why you're here, in this forest. Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that anger.
Yes, this is the motivation I need. I needed the fear, the anger I needed to lose. I can use it to get better. Look at me, I'm back. How do you like this? Huh, Boro? You think I'd quit because it got hard? Maybe once I'm back to normal, I'll find him just so I can show him how strong. Ah, there you are, coming around again. I must say, continuing to carry you here from the forest is reinvigorating Boro's triceps. How are you feeling? Any better? Miss? Something's wrong with me. What's going on? What's wrong with me? Huh? Miss, I am not seeing anything wrong with you. I collapsed out there. Multiple times. That's not like me. Haha, yes. What a surprise that a person pushing themselves to the brink of exhaustion would collapse. It's a mystery. I'm completely baffled. I've pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years, and this has never happened. Well, perhaps this is the result of you pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion every day for years. The days add up, miss. Say nothing. No. I'm not okay with it. Not okay with the body having physical limits? Yes, we will fill out a complaint form right away. Miss Alta, you are tired. Can you not see how tired you are? It is palpable. You radiate exhaustion. I am not a scientist doctor. I do not do 14 years of scientist doctor school. But it is obvious that what you need is some time to rest. To take your attention off this task of yours and just let the mind wander. That sounds unproductive. Extremely, now you are understanding. Miss Alta, being so productive is causing her great harm, it would seem. But if I find Master Winters, any pain I put myself through will be worth it. Miss, I cannot make you stay here. You are welcome to return to the forest. You can go out there and run to your heart's content. You can collapse again and again and again if that's what you want. And then one of these times you will be collapsing for good. But here in the tea shop you could spend some more time relaxing. Will it fix you? No. But it may let you heal just a little bit. So here's what I am suggesting. Stay here and help me run the tea shop. Just for now. The work is simple here, but it's enjoyable. It's not hard. We have no goals to meet, no schedule to keep. We are working in our own time. It might be a good way to take your mind off things and just relax. Then when you feel fully 100% strength again, away you go. Simple, restful, and no obligations. What do you say? Can I think about it? Of course, there's no pressure to come or go. You may do as you please. How about this? I will be here in the shop tending to what is needed. If you would like to try out running the tea shop, just come speak with me. Take your time, there is no rush. What an interesting game. I'm going to save and quit here, but because that seems like a good stopping point. I think this might be more suited for me to go on my own time because that was a lot of reading. But I kind of like it. It's clearly going to teach a message. There's going to be something that happens. I wonder if Winters will ever even be in the game. But hey, Wanderstop. You you're doing it again, guy that was involved with Stanley Parable. So, we're gonna go to a BRB as I set up the Switch again. So, I will see you in however long that takes me to do. Okay. Does the mic seem like it's coming through alright? Yeah, looks like it on my end. This is Super Crush KO. It is a video game that I stumbled across when it came out, and it looked really good. It looked like a weird Steven Universe game, and it looked a little jank in the trailers. And it probably will look jank as I play it. But it doesn't feel jank. It is basically a 2D character action where the focus is keep combo going. It's been a while since I played. But we're just gonna play and start over, I guess, with the tutorial, because it's been a bit. Maybe I need the tutorial, and I'd rather not screw up. Move with the control stick, jump with B, Y is to punch, other button for gun to keep combo going. Down and B to drop. Double jump, and then we have the other trigger to slide. Cool, cool, perfect. A rank clear. You only get an S rank if you never drop combo. Oof. I'm rusty at this. You can dodge through anything, you're just completely invulnerable. Dropped combo. Boo. Shoot this guy. Double jump. Shoot gun to not drop combo. Keep the heat on, keep doing something, always be doing something, always be hitting somebody. And there we go. It's a pretty fun game. It looks a little jank, because like the animations are a little jank, but feeling-wise, it's perfect. Alright, level 1, let's go. Just because you go to the next screen, that doesn't mean the combos truly drop. So you always have to be like careful and go really quick in the next screen and just start shooting, so that way you don't drop combo. Okay. Ah, 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 ah! Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. And there we go. That's an S. Then now you can take a break because you got the S rank. But now that we're on a new screen, resting is not a thing to do anymore. And I balls it up. Oh man, I used to be. Wow, I S ranked this before. I feel bad. I feel bad, video gamer. I highly recommend this game though. How do I do my super move? Oh yeah, I forgot about that move. Attack, 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 attack. I gotta remember to talk. That's the thing. That's the skill I gotta learn. Is playing games good while talking during them. And that is a difficult skill to learn. But how you learn everything in this world is just by doing it over and over and over again. So. Oh, that's how you do it. It's A button or whatever. God, it feels so good. The gameplay feels so good. Over here, do that kick, shoot gun, punch, 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 punch. Dodge. Punch, 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 shoot, shoot, combo. Whew. Now I got an S rank. S plus, okay, so S rank is just do really good. S plus would be, never, ever, ever drop combo. So, 1-2, can I get a perfect combo? Alright, so, we're gonna shoot to get this guy down here. Punch, 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 jump, jump, shoot, so that way we don't drop combo. Not ever drop combo. And I dropped combo, like, immediately. Okay, well, whatever, we'll still play for a while. Oh! I dodged into a bullet instead of dodging away from it. Stupid mistake. Oh, I didn't know my hitbox was in the way of that one. Okay, well, I didn't die, so that's fine. First, because I do not like the ones that shoot me. Alright, let's go. Exclamation point. Get you first, so you must shoot me. Shoot. Punch combo. Drop down. This way. Punch, 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 punch. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Uppercut. Gun. I'm gonna punch the one down here, at least try to. Gun, gun. Over here. Punch, 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 punch. Drop. Drop, drop, drop. Oh, okay, well, that wasn't the kind of platform you could drop down. That's what broke me there. Shoot the guy up there, go down here, punch, 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 shoot, 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 and knockout. Well, it's a lot of repetitive gameplay. It's a puzzle. That's what it is. It's just a puzzle game. Because the fighting is really simple, but the puzzle is in never dropping combo. And it's deciding where to dodge and where to do all this fancy stuff. Like, the game sells itself as like simple but addictive, shoot for a high score. So basically, the ideal gameplay is just like a very, like, it's not like a don't drop combo, it's difficult. It's a don't drop combo, there's a very clear, like, order of when you should be shooting, when you should be punching, what kind of moves you can use at what moment. You know when you've messed up. And it does pace itself on the introduction of enemies and stage mechanics. I think the late game, as with most games, does get a little bit more complicated, and I think a couple of the bosses are a little annoying, but that's bosses for you, right? But I love this game. I wish it got more attention. I'm surprised it didn't. I never saw anybody talking about it when it came out. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Guys down here first, then go for the shooty. Shoot them to keep combo, but go up here because they're closer to punch. Punch them out of punch, 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 dodge, punch, 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 dodge. Get you so you don't shoot me, shoot, 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 punch, 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 jump, kick, uppercut, kick this guy down, go down, ooh, punch, 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 punch. Dodge through that because I don't want to get hit by the projectile. Then we'll go down here and get you before you fire something off. Shoot, punch, 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 jump, jump. Ooh, right into an enemy attack. That was not great to do. And we'll just, laser you. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that was a short, quick look, but Wanderstop went on for a little longer than I wanted it to. This one is good, but I don't know. I'm just tired already. I change games quickly. That's why I have a 3-game setup, and I really want to get back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I'm gonna take a quick break, and we're just gonna switch right on over to that. Also, I would like to actually take like a 5-minute break and maybe get a drink. So, see you in about 5. Xenoblade, 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 Xenoblade. Alright, let's continue where we left off, I guess. Oh, this hangar. This is the hangar where you put your robots. I love this hangar. Ah, this is peak sci-fi environment, and you get to walk in it, not just like... Ah. Anyway, let's go. Checking my volume levels. Yeah, they're still coming in fine.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
I also love robots.
Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Yeah, quests.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
I will never use the Scout Council. If I'm remembering correctly, the Scout Council is where you go to and you can add a party member that is another player's created character. I don't care about that. I only care about the characters that are given to us. Because there's a lot of them.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is.
I'm sure.
A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Yes, Armory Alley. Very simple weapons and armor area.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell?
They're stupid expensive.
Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
I know where that is. Not just because it's marked on the map, but because I've beaten this game twice. It's 100 hours.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Neat.
Effort is its own reward.
Yeah. Save game. Cool. Wow, I only had to continue for a couple minutes last night. I know why jumping feels different. It's because I was playing with the Wii gamepad last night. That's it. Next story segment, go! This game's gorgeous.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Now, on a normal playthrough, I would say yes. But this is one of the best bits of the game. No.
Ms. Koo, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis. Forever.
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend?
No.
Ahem. Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
No?
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
No.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
No.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
Yes.
I knew you'd make the right choice. welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right! Welcome to the Cool Kids Club!
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Chapter 2, let's go. So, I think the game's opened up now, maybe? Like, I think we can, if we want to, go wherever we want. I guess I'll find out. Maybe I'm wrong.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Was it, Irina and Gwen from earlier?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwen?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
What's going on? Oh yeah, because the map isn't on, like, a gamepad, I guess. Like, yeah, okay, so this is the map now, huh? It's definitely higher res than I was able to see last time. Oh, wow. Yeah. Frontier Nav. Frontier Nav. Here's the map. It's big. It's a big map. Yeah. I don't have any information. Segments? What's... Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go on with the game. I recommend, if anybody watching, if anybody gets this game, play as a female character, because these three are the main crew, and it becomes a JRPG where the main three characters are all women. Play female, and that's just kind of neat. Anyway, let's go. You know what? Let me actually party ground gear. Do I have a better knife? Is there like a... auto set? Oh, I did auto set. No, I didn't? What? Okay, wait. Ground gear. Auto set. Confirm. Okay, so you can just automatically equip all the best gear, but now you look and I look like bad. I look not fashionable at all. Now, one of the cool things is you can just go over here to fashion gear, and whatever you equip here will just be what you look like. So it doesn't matter what you'll have equipped, you'll always look like this. I like having all the other characters look like the way they're supposed to. So I will give... You can already change the look of Elma in that, but I like it when they look like what they are supposed to look like. So, I'm just gonna do that. Oop. And we'll go over to Lynn. Does she have anything equipped now? Not really. And now we get to go to me. What do I want on my head? I do kind of like having an earpiece. Do I have anything else? Ooh, an actual scouter. That's a bit too gaudy. Torso. None? I can select none? Okay. I just wear Elma's outfit. That's funky. I'm going with none. Left arm, none. Right arm, none. Legs. No. That's weird. You know what? I'm not... That's bad. I guess I'll just actually go with, like, the default. For now. until I find something that until I can actually get my own outfit. Wait, let's go back to fashion gear. Go back to Elma and... Oh, we can't pick none for Elma. She has to have something. That's interesting. Anyway, let's go. Alright. Got a bunch of level 4s over here. And there's a lot of items around here, too. It's level 7, that might aggro on us if we hit it. That'll be for me to take care of, like, off-stream. I'll level myself off-stream. I'm fine with that. How do I... Oh, there we go. I do want those items, though. Oh, level 9? Balls. No. Let's, It's a boss. Good to know. Maybe I should do a couple battles. There's New LA in the tower. So I guess... Yeah, let's do a little bit of battling over here. Let's get these level 4s. Maybe that'll be a good warm-up.
I'll start things at range. I can't move.
Why'd you do that right before I use a purple move blade? Oh, I thought for sure we would have angered all of them. Topple it.
Aim for the toppled enemy.
Got it. Now Lynn has a move that will ask if I use a purple one. Take this guy out. Oh, I stopped fighting for some reason.
There's still more. Move in. That didn't keep the rhythm going. Throw armor. Assault hammer. Spectacularly done.
Okay.
Let's keep it up.
Maybe I can party around here. Uh-huh. There we go. 565, that's pretty good.
Take the initiative. Now,
Alright, let's go.
exhilarating. I'm ready. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Toppled it.
Flame grenade!
Fire carnival!
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the lead going. Like this. That's it. Melee strikes.
Let me lay into it.
Okay, we're doing good so far. If I wait a little bit longer, I can get myself better physical resistance up.
Gaining ground. Up my knee. Appreciate it.
Which I am doing now. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, yes, yes. Inside.
Ready? Too bad. That's it. Melee strikes. Infuriate.
Yeah.
Let me lay into it.
Well, aggro, which is probably a bad move.
Lay off!
Give Elma some physical resistance up.
Gonna lay it!
Split edge on the side. And we got him. Take out these guys. Maybe level up after this.
I'm attacking. Move in. Slit edge. Now, my turn. Assault hammer. Now. Aim for the top enemy. Flame grenade. That's it. Melee strike. My turn. Thank you. Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's move.
Oh, we didn't even attack the other one? Damn. Five, 6, 5. I'm sort of, kinda, almost level 6. Yeah, let's try for the story boss. Let's see what happens. It's probably not that bad.
What the hell happened here?
Oh no. I gotta take that off.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it.
They all died.
Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Well, let's just kill it then.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
No.
We should probably
I do.
explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
We can't just leave it here.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
First up is going over to Fashion Gear and getting rid of that thing. Leave you one too. Also, let's take a look at my arts. I just don't have that many. And all right. Let's go. You can aim your attacks at particular parts. Additionally, destroying appendages before defeating an enemy may yield rewards. Okay, I guess. Let's get his legs first, I guess.
And it's big.
Come on. Break it so I can topple it. That'd be fun. I'm gonna wait for this to double charge. Oh. I'm trying. I'm trying to get its tail. And give Elmo some armor. Side. I want to get its tail because I know that laser power is it. Yeah.
Let them get
There we go. I've almost got its tail down, that's good.
Fire Carnival!
nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad.
Yes.
Nice.
On any planet.
Thanks for the spam.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Basically what they're saying is just walk up and press A and hold it.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Yep. Okay. So every little segment of the map has like a thing to do to complete the map. And I think the game is just like opened up now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this mission, and then we will end stream because I have to get up for work pretty early. And we'll be live next time I'm live. It's just like old times. Walk anywhere. And this low pop in on the skills, that's always been there, it's fun. I love the day theme for an alley, it's amazing. Oh, and here's the customization center that I can't use right now, but you can change the color of all of this interior. It's great.
Commander Vandam.
And it's free.
Well, now look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
He's so cool. Save. Save. Game saved. Okay, so that, because I saved, that'll just be, well, no, because I want to play off screen, so let's at least watch the cutscene.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Let's just get started, because I get it.
Whoa there, Itchy Trigger.
Ugh.
I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwyn? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
But basically what they're saying is, here's just 8 classes you can pick from, not even classes, and you'll get bonus experience for doing the thing. That's it. That's all it is. It doesn't block you from doing anything or make you do anything.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Do probes, protect people from indigens. I'll do that one because, yeah, whatever.
Then it's settled?
It is settled.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson.
I
Pathfinders,
guess
right?
I'll be quitting stream before
Are
I
we talking
unlock
indigents
Reroam.
here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Chapter 3. Oh, I guess I can free travel, I just don't need to do the mission? And we can fast travel now. That's nice. We can buy stuff, and we can take side missions. And we can get Blade reports or something. Okay, so I think it did open up. Let's just walk outside because that marker's there and I want to see if it'll trigger a cutscene. Because I would like all the cutscenes to be on stream. Can I save in the city? Yes. Okay then. With that, I guess. Yeah. That's the stream. Thank you for watching, if anybody's still here. I don't know. And I will see you probably tomorrow, because I just want to keep playing Xenoblade. Might do that daily. Might not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This week my streams will be at approximately the time they were today. But that's not possible in the after this week, and they'll be very, very late, and that's fine, because whatever. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Let's see if the outro button works properly.